The market stays in range, but is somebody making moves? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about the fact that the market didn't really do a whole lot, traded sideways, and yesterday it did the same. However, it did run to the top of the range at the close, and the bulls might have something brewing. I'll get into that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, it was a pretty tight range yesterday, but we did have a winning day, another good day in the room. If you're excited to join a team like ours that's successful at trading, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and we've been talking about this area here since last week. Market has stayed basically in a pretty tight range here from about 53.04 to 53.49. And today they did the same. They stayed in the range, but at the close, they started to push up toward the top of the range. And so do the bulls have something going here? We can call this all of 4, and then we can call this 1 of this wave 5, 2 of this wave 5, and then 1 of 3. We'd look for a little bit of a pullback potentially for 2 of 3, and then 3, 4, and 5. And this actually projects exactly to 54.02. We were looking for 5400. So a pretty good setup overall for what we're looking for and what the bulls would be looking for to break out, going into the catalyst later in the week with the Fed minutes and NVIDIA earnings and jobless claims and some other stuff. But overall, this is the type of setup you're looking for if you're looking for a move up or down, and that's the 1-2-1-2. It's not the greatest structure. This move up isn't the best 5-wave move, but it can be 5 waves, and then you got 2, and then, as I said, the 1-2-1-2 is a setup for a breakout. And this is where we talk about Elliott being rooted in technical analysis. You come up to resistance and you fail the first time, but you create a higher low. That's the 1-2. You come back to resistance, you fail again, but a little bit higher and create another higher low, and then you break out of that pattern, giving yourself a wave 3, which squeezes back over this top, getting the shorts out, breaking resistance, and going on to the next level. So these waves aren't just drawn on here for no reason and, hey, it's 5 waves, good luck. It's all rooted deeply in technical analysis and fibs, and I think that's a misconception about Elliott Wave, is that people think you just draw lines and say, that's it, we're good. That we call wave slapping, and we don't do that here. We do Elliott Wave. So as of right now, the bulls do have a setup back below this 53.22 level, invalidates that setup. It can be a deeper wave 2, and then they can try again, but that would invalidate the immediate bullish setup. And then back below this wave 4, and it would look more like we have some kind of expanded flat where they're coming back down into a deeper, more traditional wave 4 target down here. So to the downside, the bears want to break back through 53.22 and then 53.03 down here, looking for this blue box for a deeper wave 4 before pushing higher after that. And then we'd look for the C wave down to start from there. So again, we're talking about an expanded B wave here because of the corrective nature of the market off of the lows in April and missing the targets up here from the April highs. So 5,400 is our overall target for this move up if it stays exactly how it is. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, on the NASDAQ, we do have a similar setup where wave 4 was deeper on the NASDAQ, came back into that support region we talked about, tested support from the CPI move. Didn't quite get down to the blue box we were looking for, but deep enough to be a little bit more of a standard wave 4. And then we potentially have a 1-2 setup here to the upside where we would be targeting the 19,000 area, which is exactly what we were looking for overall, and completing the B wave on the NASDAQ as well to the upside. This 1930 to 1990 area would be ideal for the overall move of this wave 5 to the upside. So same setup, you have a 1-2 breakout setup to the upside. And then if they are unable to break out here, all pullbacks that come from all-time highs should be treated with caution. If we see a larger scale 5-wave move to the downside, that should be considered a warning to the bulls that we are trying to start the C wave to the downside. Again, given the structure here, you want this to come from an all-time high, and then you want to see a clean 5 waves down to give us an idea we are starting the down move. Otherwise, pressure remains up and the bulls are still in control. So overall, looking to 19,000, 19,100 area to complete this expanded B wave on the NASDAQ. If they do collapse down from here, you could still call this an expanded 4 as well, where you have an A, an expanded B wave, and then C, and then up from there. But I do think that the more likely path is to the upside, where we're looking at the 19,000 plus area. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. Take you right over to the webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there. I want you to make sure you love it, become part of the trading team, interact with PT and I, and make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking it out. We also have our training material. We have 2 incredible courses, our Elliott Wave for beginners and our advanced Elliott Wave course. In our advanced course, we go through the more complex patterns in the market, the advanced fib levels, diagonals, double and triple threes, flats, triangles, etc. And we go through how they look on the chart, drawing them out just on their own so you can just kind of get a feel for what they look like. That's the first thing we do. Then we add in the fib levels so that you can see what they look like with the fibs. So once we bring in the fib levels and you kind of understand the targets, then we go into an actual chart and look at in this case, an expanding ending diagonal on a chart. You can see that it expanded up here to the 5th wave, retraced all the way back to the beginning, and then started the next move higher. So this was an expanding diagonal when wave 3, 4, and then 5 went higher from there. So this is broken down in bite-sized chunks so you can understand these complex patterns. And you can see on the screen that our traders are really loving it. It's helping them understand this market. However, if this is complex or you're just getting into Elliott Wave, we do have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. This course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be very confusing when good news makes the market go down and bad news makes the market go up. And Elliott knew that the news cycles a long time ago didn't matter. He knew that key levels did, and he knew what happened when key levels held and what happened when they broke. This is a huge trading advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos where I go over 3 sections: your introduction, where we go over your expectations, your mindset and emotion, Kith's method, and why this works, your chart setup and tools, all of the tools you need to use with Elliott Wave Theory, how to use them and why, and then the Elliott Wave for Beginners area where we go through every wave, how to measure them, what they look like, the theory of alternation, corrective depth theory, the pivot, everything you need to know to make sense of a complex market. The cool thing about both courses is if you want to buy both of them at a discount, we have our bundle plan where you get basically $30 off of this course, $37 off of this course. And if you don't want to pay anything at all for these courses, you can get them for free simply by becoming a monthly member. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as all of this trading material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing in day trade. So we do trade quite often in my room. However, if you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, income trading, and advanced trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, futures trading, PT's income method that is crushing it, as well as his reduced risk binary method that absolutely kills it. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you huge multiples on your money. It's how he structures those trades that's so unique. Something you really have to see to understand, and that's another reason for the 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, ball is in the Bulls' court. They're pushing on the all-time highs. We're looking for them to push up towards 5,400 overall over the next few days and hit that wave 5 target of this expanded B wave. If the bears are able to step in, they need to break 53.22 first, then this 53.05 level in what would look like a more expanded wave 4 before seeing the move higher. Over on the NASDAQ, same types of setups. Ball is in the Bulls' court. They're looking to push this up toward the 19,000 plus area. However, if the bears can break it down below this wave 4 low at around 18,550, we would look for the blue box here to be our next target area and a more expanded wave 4 before then seeing that move up. From there, we would look for the market to turn over in a C wave and a bigger corrective pullback. Guys, that is your market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.